everyone. It is Self Care Sunday, Self Care Edition. How are you? And you, but especially you. Yes, you. How are you tonight? And what are you grateful for as we start Sunday, the 14th? The 14th of April. That is what I want to know. That is what I want to know. Yes, I am. I am indeed. There is so much going on out there. It's good night for a good night. Hey, Terry, how are you? Great to have you here tonight, live. How are things in Florida? You getting ready? You getting ready for all of us to come to Florida? I know we're not coming to your part of Florida directly, but we're all coming to Florida, and we are excited to be there with you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And you have grown so much. Your store has grown. So many good things happening. So many good things happening in this world and in your world. It is pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool, all the good stuff that's going on out there. And I can't believe we are, halfway through April basically already. Yeah, I am excited to see everybody. This in real life thing is something I really love. I love getting out with people and being in person. Being in person, nothing beats the energy of a classroom of store owners, a full class of store owners. Nothing beats that energy, that excitement. And boy, have we got some stuff planned. There's stuff I don't even know about that we have planned. We have some exciting stuff planned. Angie and I have been working on it and working on it, and it is exciting. Hey everybody, we are broadcasting on both Facebook and YouTube as usual. But if you have a problem with Facebook, hop on over to YouTube. I am over there. I am there. I am. So I am right there. If you have any issues, don't hesitate. Hop on over. It is all good. It is all good as we get started tonight. I am going to flip open to our Stay Positive book, A Year of Positive Thinking, and flip to the 14th. Ooh, I like that. Your feelings are always right. When it comes to how you feel, you're always right. Do not question what you feel is acceptable or unacceptable. Whatever your feelings are, you're entitled to have them. Your feelings can be a window to your highest self. Listen to them and honor them. There you go. Go. I got a bunch of stuff that I really hemmed and hawed over what to talk about as we are halfway through April tonight, and we are a day before tax day. So again, my public service announcement message: if you have not tax, then don't file an extension. Don't kick the can down the road. Kick yourself in the butt and sit and do your taxes. That is my public service message. I get nothing from the IRS. But you get relief by actually, okay? Your taxes are complicated than you think. It is not impossible to do, and you can do it. Ooh, somebody's saying, I'm guessing that's April signing in his next level, not Angie. It's either Angie or April. I don't know which one of you it is. I am guessing April. She is not signed in as herself. That's just a guess. Nope, it's Angie signed in as next level. All right, I guess wrong. That shows you my crystal ball. How good that is. Well, I wanted to focus on a couple things tonight. So tonight, I'm going to hit uh, a couple of things real quick. I'm going to hit a couple of quotes for you to think about. I'm going to hit a couple of quotes for you to think about because they're thought provoking. And I'm going to give you a tale of a retail story. Okay, that has a retail twist. Okay, and so I'm going to start with the retail story, the traditional retail story, because it's important for how it twists on resale. Okay, and it's about Land's End. And Land's End used to be a much better company than it is today, for lack of a better term. Okay, from outside observers. Well, and even today, well, let me step back for a second. First, let me tell you that today is the day that James Cash Penny, J.C. Penney, opened his first store, and his first store was not called J.C. Penney; it was called the Golden Rule. Okay, so there's a little bit of useless trivia for you. Okay, but and I forget the year, so don't quote me on that. But I do know today is the day. But Land's End, I want to talk about for a minute because they are really trying to step up their game. And Wall Street is behind it because they're doing a few things really, really smart to step up their game. Okay, one of the things they're doing is less discounting. Okay, so not using the discount as the way as the trigger to get you in, which is a good thing. Okay, it should not be. Okay, you need to be about more than the discount. You need to be about more than a sale. Okay. You can have an event, you can have a promotion. Okay. But not just 20% off, 50% off, 80% off everything. That is not a way to build a business. That is not a way to build community. It's smart. Updating their styles. Smart. Okay. Being on trend and on point. Um, and even to a point classic. Okay, so even to Land's End, being classic everyday styles is not a bad thing. But one of the things that they are working hard at is creating scarcity of choice, scarcity of inventory, scarcity of selection. Okay, they are learning from resale. Okay, they are learning that by having the right amount of inventory, not stacking it high and letting it fly, okay, by having the right amount of inventory, not too much of any one thing that they're selling more. And Wall Street's kind of loving this. And it's a good, bad thing. It doesn't mean that they don't have back stock in a warehouse, but in their stores, they're carrying less. Doing that with intentionality. Okay, they are doing this and creating an intentional experience. Okay, with their stores and with their customers, so that they know what's going on, that they know what's happening in their stores and with their customers, and they're giving their customers a reason to buy now because it won't be last great sweater. Okay, this is the last one in your size. There's a couple left. Okay, you see the stack up here. Okay, when the stack is tall, you may not feel the need to buy, but when the stack is low, okay, when there's only a little bit there, okay, the urge to buy is higher. That's scarcity of choice. And you see that on some websites and stuff. Okay, only two rooms remaining, only 12 left to show. Whatever the thing is, okay, creating scarcity, okay, which retail owns that. Retail owns scarcity. You only have one of these in your store. You don't have 100. You only have one of these in this size, not 100. So they're using that, and they're already having success in the stores that they've implemented it in. And from that perspective, it is really cool. So what they are doing and uh, implementing is um, now it'll be smart for them if they are restocking their stores properly. If they're getting people into their stores in the size they're selling. If they're updating, that they sold out of gray and next week they're red, then they're doing okay if they're keeping the right level of inventory in their stores at this lower level. That'll be the challenge, and time will tell on that. But the initial implementation is actually very good and is doing some really neat things. So know that, and that is pretty cool. The second part of tonight is I wanted to talk about a couple of quotes. I wanted to throw a couple of quotes at you, and because they're thoughtful, they are thoughtful, especially at a time where things change rapidly, where technology changes, systems. Um, you have to change. Okay, when things are changing rapidly, I really was drawn to this quote by Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon. Um, and he said this, and it's a really smart question. He gets asked all the time, "What's going to change in the next number of years? 10 years." It's a time frame that he is given a lot. What's going to change in the next 10 years is a question that he is asked a lot, and that's a big crystal ball question, right? What's going to change? I mean, you've heard that before. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Where do it's kind of a BS question, but it's a tough question, okay? And and it's one that gets asked all the time, and at the same time, where somebody can't tell you what the weather's going to be tomorrow, they want to change the next 10 years. And he says they're not asking the right question. They're not asking question. He gets asked that question. He gets asked it all the time. What's going to change? What's going to be different? Now, are we all going to be wearing jetpack shoes off and listen to where we want to be? What's going to be different in our world and in our lives? And he says, there's a more important question to ask. The more important question to ask. Any guesses on what that more important question is? There's a more important question to ask than what's going to change in the next 10 years. What's going to change in the next 10 years? Not the most important question. Okay? If what's going to change in the next 10 years is not the most important question, what is? And in his opinion, and I think very thought provoking question is what's not going to change in the next 10 years? Well, how will you change is a good question, but what's not going to change? What's going to stay the same? What isn't going to change? And you know, it's a really good question. It's a really good question, and ultimately, like one of the things I always think about is, as they say, retail is dead, the store is dead. I can print you articles all throughout time, practically all throughout time, that talks about the death of the mall, the death of the retail store, the death of the department store, the death of the store. But the store has not died; it has evolved and not died. And people do not get things delivered to them. Okay, they go to stores. They love the experience of that. freedom world today. And people love the experience of touching, feeling, and seeing different things, and interacting with people. So how will you change to meet that change the consumer? How will you serve your customers wherever they are, whether they are online, whether they are whether they want you to bring it out to their car on roller skates, whatever them. How will you make it an engaging and fun experience for them? Okay. How will you meet that need? Okay. And so, one of the things I'll say won't change is my desire to serve the customer, my desire to serve you, my desire to serve people, my desire to serve others. Okay. My desire to lift other people up will always be there. Okay. How I deliver that may change over the next 5 years, 10 years, in ways that I don't know yet. Okay. With technology that I don't know yet. I mean, I have a vision of a dry cleaner rack in pictures, okay, where clothing is zipping through and taking pictures on a dry cleaning carousel. Okay. I don't know. Is that possible? Is that crazy? Who knows? But it'll still be clothing for people because people will still buy clothes. People will still want new clothes or new. So what of your values won't change? What of how you interact with people won't change? Even if the technology that allows you to do that will change. Okay. My technology used to only allow me to make a phone call. Now I'm here on video live with from where I am. So it used to be, a decade ago, I wouldn't have been doing this. 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been doing this. Well, I guess I've been doing it for 4 years now, but I mean, that wouldn't have been happening. But I could have still been having these conversations in person or over the phone with stories. So yeah, how will you change, like you said? But what if you won't change? What if you won't change? The essence of what essence keep and move forward. Uh, in Amazon's example, I'm going to bring it back to Amazon for a second. They said they always know that there's a group that a segment of customers will want fast delivery and low prices, and so they will invest in things that allow that. I know people want interaction. I know people want not boring retail. I know people want places that are fun to go to, that have great events and great promotions. I know these things happen so that allows them to grow and be a part of it. So just give that some thought a little bit. Give that on that for a little bit. How will you continue to do it? How will you continue? What does your customer love and invest in that? The future is not controlled by the latest economic news, but rather the work you do in knowing what is important to your customers and what is important to your customers and acting on it. That is what is important. Okay. And that will shape your, okay. Knowing what is important to your customers and acting on it. And that is what I challenge you to do. How will you act on it this coming week? I know many of you are headed to the Making Happen Freedom Workshop so you can have freedom to grow your business even more. Well, a week from today. We'll be live in Orlando in person, live 1 week from today. To do that, we are so excited, so excited about that. We will be there in person because we know our customers love that. So much businesses love working on their business, not in their business, and working on their policies and procedures will help give them freedom. You know what else gives you freedom? This video and everything I talk about is over the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this show. You can like, comment, right. And oh, yes, ring the bell. So you know when another one drops. You can also share it with everybody. You know, this is the butcher, the pitcher, the maker, so we can help everybody run a better business. I am here every Sunday and Wednesday at more 8, Sunday and Wednesday at more 8 connect. But if you have a question, please just email me, Neil. NEIL at nextlevelresale.com. NEIL at nextlevelresale.com. Especially program tonight for the year of positive thinking. Our tonight I read you the 14th. I'm going to go backwards for a second because the title looks really good for the 13th. This is two. Question your own reality, consider your perspective. Do you find yourself listening to the story in your head, negatively or maybe judging about others? Ask yourself this simple question without judging. Is it true? Is it possible that it's only your interpretation rather than fact? Is there an opportunity to assume positive intention and have a more compassionate dialogue instead? We are often assuming scenarios and judging others and ourselves, but having the ability to question ourselves gives us the opportunity to become self-aware and open-hearted. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Williams, and I do like a good party. A wedding, a bar mitzvah, make it happen. Freedom party next week, April 21st to 23rd in Orlando, Florida. I'll be there. But until then, and until Wednesday, before 8 finish, you and you, but most importantly, you, yes, you.